In today's class, we'll see how we can write formulas in Calc and how we can do basic calculations. So first thing you should remember before writing a formula is to put equal to sign when you are writing a formula. Okay. Now you can use numbers to calculate. For example, I'm using number and then I am doing the sum of two numbers. So just by using equal to sign and these two numbers and putting the operator in between, press enter key, you'll get the result. Okay. Now I'm going to use 12 minus 3 and enter. You can use multiplication operator, 12 multiplied by 3. I'll use equal to and maybe 12 divided by 2 and equal to. Now here I'm trying to find the power of 2. So 2 and then you have to use exponent sign which is above 6. This is exponent sign and then 2. So this is 2 to the power 2. When you press enter key, that will be square of 2, that is 4. Okay. Now you can even find the percentage, 10% if I write and press enter key, you will get that. Okay. Now yes, you can even write you can even use more than one operator, plus, minus, into, divide. These are the arithmetic operators. You can use more than one operator in one expression. For example, if I am typing equal to and if I am doing 12 plus 3 multiply by maybe 2. So when I am doing this in this multiplication operator has a higher precedence. So 3 into 2 will be calculated first, which is 6, and 12 plus 6 makes it 18. Okay. So always multiplication operator and division operator has a higher precedence than the plus and minus operators. If you want to calculate, in this case, if you want to calculate 12, first 12 plus 3 multiply by 2. So when you do this, then the parenthesis or the round bracket has a higher precedence than any other operators. That's why 12 plus 3 is calculated first, which makes it 15. So 15 into 2 will give you result as 30. So this way you can write formulas in Excel. Now let us see how we can write a formula for any table. For example, I'll take a table where I'm taking name of the student with some subjects. I'll take maths, English, and maybe Hindi, and social and science. Now giving some name. Now I'll give some random marks. So now if you want to enclose your entire table in a border, you can do that. I'm selecting this and then I'm using all border. And I will even change the font. I'll make it bold. Okay. So that's all. Now I'll start writing the formula. For example, I want to calculate the total marks of Aman. So I'll write here total and I will calculate percentage also. So now for this total, I want to write formulas. Although I can use functions also, but that we'll see in our next class. So place the cursor where you want the answer and then use equal to sign. Now take the cell address. This is B2, so just B2 plus, now this is C2, D2, E2, F2. So to write the formula, I'll use plus sign, then C2 plus D2 plus E2 and plus F2. So this will give me the sum of marks of student Aman. Okay, now place the cursor where you are getting the answer. You can see the formula in this formula bar. So this is the way how we can write a formula. Now just one thing, after writing the formula, if you want to copy the formula, if you want same formula for other cells also, just place the cursor and click on this fill handle and drag it. So this way you will get the formula for all other cells. That means you don't need to calculate it for individual cells. You'll get the result. As you can see, when I'm placing my cursor here, I'm getting the sum of B2 plus C2 plus D2 E2 F2. Now when I place the cursor in second cell, I'll get B3 C3 D. That means calc will automatically change the cell addresses of these result. Okay. Now to find the percentage, I'll place the cursor here and then equal to sign. Now my sum is stored in cell G2. So I'll enclose this G2 in a round bracket and multiply by 100. Now I will divide this by number of subjects. Now there are 5 subjects, so that means 500. I'll divide it by 500. So I'll get the percentage of this student. So just after typing one formula, I will select that formula and I will drag it. So for rest of the cells, I'll automatically get the formula calculated. That means percentage of all the students, I'll get it by writing just one formula. Okay. Now just one thing I want to show you. Now just remember this result, we are getting 225. Now in this, as we are using the cell addresses, now if I change the number 67 to 69, before that, just see this is 225. If I change it to 69 and enter, this will automatically change. Okay, so 225 will become 227. So this is the advantage of writing cell address when you are writing a formula. If instead of typing the cell address, if I have written the numbers only, for example, if I have written 12 plus 23 plus, next is 69 plus 45 plus, this is 78. If instead of cell address I have taken the numbers, and if I am going to change this 69 to 67, let us see if it is changing. It is 227. I'll make it as 67 and enter. Now as you can see, there is no any change, so it's always better to write the cell address when you are writing a formula instead of taking numbers. Okay, now let me show you one more example. In this, I'll take a series, like I'll take 1 2 3 4 and I will just select it and drag it. So I'll get the numbers through autofill. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply these number by 2. Okay, so the cell address, this is D4 into 2 maybe. So this way I'll just need to write one formula, and when I'll drag it, you can see this has become D5 into 2 and this has become D6 into 2. So this way you can write formula and then you can copy the formula also. So that's all for today's class. We'll see more about calc in our next video. Thanks for watching.